Hello, everybody. It is Carrie with Unicorn Company, and as promised, a update on the Urban Mech, or an addendum, the Urban Mech Alpha Strike stats. So we're going to basically go through all of them, including the Urban Mech, the Suburban Mech, and the Urban Mech 2C. So we're going to start off with the UMR60. And most of these stats are going to stay the same for the most part, but at least in the first part, but the damage and everything else will change usually. So the R60 is type Battle Mech, size 1, TMM 0, movement of 4, jump, is an ambusher, and has short of 2, medium of 1, and long of 0 with no overheat. It has armor 3 and structure 3 with the special of AC 110. Next up is the R60L. Oh, and the R60 has a point value of 11. The R60L, once again, Battle Mech size 1, TMM 0, 4 jump. It's an ambusher. Has short and medium of 2 with long of 0, no overheat. Armor of 2 and structure of 3 with AC of 220, giving it a little bit more medium range punch for, in exchange for a little bit of armor. The R63 is almost exactly the same, only it changes to a sniper in the baseline stats. Its damage value is 2, 1, and 1 with an overheat of 0. Armor and structure are both 3, and it has flak of 111, which comes in handy for anti-aircraft use. And it is 16 points, so it's 5 points more than the R60 and R60L. Then we have the R68. This one, your baseline stats stay the same. It's an ambusher again. It does have a bit more punch with short of 3, medium of 2, and long of 0 with no overheat. It has armor of 3 and structure of 3 with no special abilities. So after the R68, we have the R69. The R69, same baseline stats. It's a sniper. Has damage values of 2 at all ranges, making it the most potent as far as ranged combat with the Urban Mech. Has armor and structure of 3 with a point value of 19. Then we get into the R70. The R70 has exact same base stat line as an ambusher, costs 16 points, has short and medium of 3, which is quite impressive for an Urban Mech, no overheat, no long range, armor of 4 and structure of 3. This one is pretty potent for an Urban Mech. After that, we've got the R80. The R80 is almost the same base stat line. It has different movement. Has movement of 4 with 6 jump. It's an ambusher. Short of 2, medium of 1, long of 0 with no overheat. Armor and structure of 3. And it has a little bit of a toolbox. Its specials are ECM, ENE, Probe, Recon, Tag, and Jump Strong 1, making it an interesting little mech, to say the least. So the next mech we have is the R93 Urban Mech. This one is also almost the same base stat line. It has a movement of 2 inches with 4 inches of jump. It's an ambusher. Comes in at 17 points with the damage values of 2 at short and medium, no long range, no overheat once again. Has armor of 6, which is incredibly impressive for an Urban Mech, and structure of 3, is crit resistant, and is ENE. So that's a really weird little monster there. And then you have the R96. The R96 is 21 points, has the same base stuff as far as like your roll and movement and type and all that. Short of 2, medium of 1, long of 0, no overheat. structure of 3, armor of 6 once again, crit resistant, ENE, and jump strong 1. Then we finally get into the Aero 4 version of the Urban Mech, the UMAIV, or Roman numeral 4. This comes in at 22 points. It's Battle Mech size 1, TMM of 0, movement of 4 inches jump, is a missile boat, has short and medium of 0 with a star, so you can possibly do 1 damage if you hit, long of 0 and no overheat, armor of 3 and structure of 1 to make room for the Aero 4 system specialty Art AIS-1. So that is, a very potent little urban mech to say the least, but it's not something that can, it's not something that can operate away from friendly forces. Let's see. Then we get into the suburban mech, starting with the UM-R90. Comes in at 19 points. Battle mech, size 1, TMM1, 6 jump. Is an ambusher again. Short and medium of 2, long of 1 with no overheat. Has armor and structure of 3 with the special of ENE. And of course the R100, which was never produced, at least, let me check what, it says extinct. I'm just checking through the master unit list real quick. Yeah, it says Federated Suns unique, so it never saw deployment. The R100 is 20 points, size 1, TMM1, movement of 8J. Really impressive for an urban mech. With sniper, it's short 3, medium 2, long of 1, no overheat, armor and structure of 3 with the special of ENE. Now, finally, we're going to look at the Urban Mech 2C, the clan's evolution of the Urban Mech. So the Urban Mech 2C is Battle Mech size 1, TMM1, 6J, is a sniper, has short and medium of 2, a long of 2, and has no overheat, armor and structure are 3, and it has case, and it comes in at 20 points. The Urban Mech 2C costs the exact same and has the same base everything, actually. The only thing that changes between the Urban Mech 2C and the Urban Mech 2C2 is that it gains the flak ability of 111, making it pretty much a slightly better... Yeah, I don't see any difference other than the flak ability. So if you want to run 2 Urban Mechs like in a tournament that requires you to have, only one of any variant, the Urban Mech 2C and the Urban Mech 2C2 are pretty much the ability to do that. So looking at the Urban Mech overall in Alpha Strike, by itself, it's not incredibly powerful. The Urban Mech artillery model obviously gives you the ability to hit enemies without ever actually having to contact them with the Urban Mech or get in short range. So it is a viable artillery platform. Otherwise, in really, really, really built up environments, it can be used basically for, for the ability to hit the enemy in numbers. So that is it for the Urban Mech 2C. The little addendum to the Urban Mech Mechtober episode. I really thank all of you for waiting on this. We had to wait for the master unit list to get back up, which kind of shocked the whole community for a little bit. But once it was all figured out, everything was good. So that is it for today. Y'all have a great day, great evening, great whatever it is where you are. Also, check out this week's Mechtober episode, which is the Scarecrow and the Prey Seeker. Until next time, this is Unicorn Actual signing off.